We talk, with politicians, we talk with business leaders, we talk about important people in Beaver County. And that's what we're going to talk about today, only from a musical side of things. This young man has been performing probably most of his life. He went to Hopewell High School. He's on stage. He's got a band. He plays solo. His name is Bobby THOMPSON. And you may be familiar with that name, Bobby THOMPSON and the Chosen Few. He didn't choose anybody to be with him here today. There are no chosen few. It's just me and Bobby. Good morning, Bobby.
Good morning. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. I'm glad you had an opportunity to come in today and your schedule permitted you to come in.
Yeah, I'm glad to be here. This is awesome.
So I just started out a little bit. You're from Hopewell.
Yep. Born and raised in Hopewell.
Went to Hopewell High School?
Hopewell High School.
I was at the Hopewell Holly Jolly Christmas this year.
Oh, man, that was so much fun.
Yeah, and you were out there, and they had little kids dancing around, and you really rocked the place.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun, and to be able to jam with the musicians that were there, that was a real treat. It was fun.
And what is that like? Because you play with guys, and of course we've talked to people in Beaver County, pretty well known for our athletes and musicians. Mm-hmm. We got a lot of musicians who have made their way from Beaver County.
Yeah, we always talk about it, how amazing all the music and musical talent is in Beaver County, and it's so cool, to be able to share the stage with some of those people, especially at the Holly Jolly, and it's just cool to be around.
Tell us about growing up in Hopewell and going to school there. Now, of course, most bands, high school bands, they don't necessarily have a guitar player.
Yeah,
some do.
Right. Yeah, I was never in the band per se. But, I grew up with my dad and my mom always listening to different types of music. My dad had a big CD case with any kind of music that you could ever want. And I was always around it. My dad played guitar, and so some of my first memories are of just sitting there strumming on his guitar. And
do you remember the first song you learned to play?
It was... Well, he was just in town, but it was a ZZ Top song.
Oh, okay,
it was,
Billy Gibbons.
Yeah, so we used to sit around and sing Sharp Dressed Man, and I just thought it was the coolest thing in the world.
How about a little LaGrange?
Yeah,
Can
right.
you do any LaGrange there? Well, must have been.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
But so from there, music was always I would get home from school and I would lock myself in a room. I was real shy to have anybody hear me play. Yeah. And so when family would come over, they'd be like, "Oh, play your guitar, Bobby." And
Bobby, bring out your guitar.
Yeah, well, I would never bring it to them. I would just go up to my room and be like, "Are you guys listening?" Because I was pretty shy. Thank God that's changed a little bit.
You didn't want anybody to watch you.
No. Yeah. But when I got to high school, my principal, Mike Allison, he was super supportive of my music, and it was cool to be back on the stage for the Holly Jolly concert. But I would play at the pep rallies. I would play at any any event where the whole school was there, and it would just be me and my guitar on the stage, and 800 to 1,000 students and people watching, and so that kind of got me out of my shell a little bit. And then he was there at the Holly Jolly, and he was like, "Man, it's such a cool thing to see you and how you've grown." And
now a lot of young guitar players, when they first start out, they say, "I want to play guitar because it attracts chicks. I wanted the babes." Guitar players always get the babes.
Hey, I've heard that. I don't know. I play guitar because I love it, and but yeah, when people were out partying and all that stuff, I was in my room learning licks. So I don't know about that.
And that's the key, though, isn't it? I mean, you've said twice now that you locked yourself in your room and you just practice and you practice. Yeah. And any guitar player worth his salt always says you just can't do it a couple times a week. You've got to dedicate yourself to it.
No, and it was never it was never forced. I never was like, "Oh, I have to stick to this regimen." I wanted to. And, every lick that I learned, everything that I consumed, it was just all new and exciting. And, I loved it, and I couldn't get enough of it. So
developing those calluses on your fingers.
Oh, yeah.
Through there. The F note, right?
Yeah.
Now, if my wife were here, she would say, "What's wrong with that guy?" What do you mean, what's wrong with that guy? What's wrong with that guy? Because I'm left-handed. And anybody she sees left-handed, she always points out, "What's wrong with that guy?" I said, "Nothing's wrong with that guy."
Hey, we're the only one. We're the only right ones in the world.
Right. Yeah. And was that an obstacle for you too, being left-handed?
I mean, yeah. So when my dad got me my first guitar, it was right-handed, and he said, "Bobby, we could have so many guitars if you could just learn how to play right-handed." And I never could do it. And then so he got a right-handed Strat and flipped it up. Him and his buddy flipped it upside down for me. And once that happened, I really grasped it, and it became easier for me. And then,
Was it difficult for him, being a guitar player, but a right-handed guitar player, to try and show you some of the chords?
It's actually easier because when we're looking at each other, we're faced. It's kind of like a mirror image. So it actually made it easier, and we'd sit down in the living room or the family room and just try to learn all our favorite songs and all the little licks in each song.
Because it is difficult being a left-hander, especially to find equipment. How tough was it for you locally to find left-handed guitars?
Yeah, that's it's still a thing. I'll go into a guitar shop and I'll see all these beautiful guitars on the wall, and then in the corner there's one left-handed dusty old guitar that nobody's touched forever. But every once in a while I get lucky, and I was talking to you earlier, and I have 21 guitars now. So I felt like, if there was a good one that I found somewhere, I should probably buy it, because who knows when I'll find another.
Does anybody ever say to you, "Why do you need 21 guitars?"
I don't. I don't. And
but it's like car collectors.
Yeah.
They're looking for something.
What's funny is I have these guitars and I play like 5 of them on a regular basis. But every once in a while, whether it's for recording or for a certain application, I'll find a use.
Yeah. And do you prefer acoustic or electric?
Electric, you can dig in a little more. But acoustic's fun because it challenges you to play differently, and it challenges you to because like with an electric, you have the distortion, and you can dig in and not play as hard. But acoustic, it puts you in a different mindset. So I love them both.
You mentioned earlier about being introverted. You don't like people. You didn't like people looking at you at first, doing what you do. That's come around now.
Yeah. So I have a lot of people to thank for that. But when I was 13, we started going to jam nights, and I started out as the kid that was stiff as a board, standing up there.
You're the bass players.
Yeah, right. Looking around at what everybody else is doing, and just a few people that really helped me get out of my shell. One was Johnny Valacorsa, guitarist.
That's a big name in Hopewell area.
Yeah, I mean, he was just so free. Like, I would get up and jam with him. He was just so free, and he expressed himself, and he showed me, like, it's not about showing. It's not about like creating something that's false. It's about just letting the music run through you, and I took that to heart, and I'm pretty animated now when I play, and
you're not doing any duck walks across the stage.
No, not quite that.
An inspiration, being a left-handed guitarist. You told me it, and when we walked in the studio, Eddie said Jimi Hendrix.
Yeah, so that's kind of always been tied, just because I'm left-handed. My dad said that he put headphones with Jimi Hendrix on my mom's belly. So maybe that's why I'm left-handed. Who knows? But my first really good guitar was a white Strat that they bought for me for Christmas. And when I opened the case, it was the Strat, and it was a Jimi Hendrix CD. So
nice. Yeah. Can you play any Hendrix? Watchtower, just a little bit of Watchtower, or the Star Spangled Banner.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, no, that's great. And you don't only play guitar, though, you sing too.
Yeah,
you're the singer in the band.
I am, and that's kind of a newer thing. I've been playing guitar since I was 5, and I never really tried to sing. And in my first band, I wasn't the singer, but I kind of would creep up to the microphone a little bit and say a couple words. And be like, wow, that was so scary and big. But then, after the first band, kind of like went their separate ways, I needed a singer, and I was like, well, might as well do it. Yeah. And thank God I did, because that's allowed me to play, solo acoustic shows. It's allowed me to jam with other people and now start my own band and
find your own voice.
Yeah, find my own voice.
Yeah, interesting. I've read Springsteen's biography, and he talked about the bands he was in from high school, and at the point where he decided that it's his band and he wants to be the singer. It's his name on there. Mm-hmm. You feel similar to that because you played with different bands, but now it's Bobby Thompson and the Chosen Few.
Yeah, so having my name out in front was never my intention. When my first band disbanded, the people in my second band, they were like, "Your name should be out there. Your name should be out there," and I appreciate that a lot. I never saw it as like, "Hey, I'm out front," because I was always surrounded by amazing musicians. But we settled on Bobby Thompson and the Groove, and that was our band for 6-ish years, I think, 6 or 7 years. And then when we were making this new band, the people in the band were like, you have the reputation, you should probably keep your name out there. Yeah.
So there's no ego battles involved.
No, not at all. Bobby Thompson and the Chosen Few. The Chosen Few is way more important than.
Yeah. Tell us about the people in the Chosen Few. Who's your band?
Yeah, so we got Rob Sinchek from Ambridge on bass. He's been with me for long time now. He's incredible. He doesn't ever forget anything that we've ever played or ever done. He'll be like, "Hey, you remember that one time we played this song in 2018 and it went like this?" I'm like, "No, Rob, I don't." But he has a great memory and he has a great ear for music, and he's just incredibly talented on bass. We got Jared Tuck on guitar. He's a newer addition, but what he adds to the band is so cool. He's not a guitarist that he likes to shred or anything like that, but he's so tasteful in what he adds to the band, and he likes to be the foundation. He likes to create the ambience and everything, and when the heavy parts get heavy, he's getting them heavy.
Is it your job to shred?
Yeah. I guess so. I don't know if I'd call it shredding.
You're not laid back though.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah. And then we're in the process of introducing a new drummer, so stay tuned to the social medias for that announcement.
And you can go to his website. We're going to continue talking, and Bobby's going to continue playing. But on your website, you have your events that are coming up, all the shows. Now, people can come out and they can see you with the Chosen Few, or they can just see you. You do a solo show too.
Yeah, I do solo acoustic shows. And each show is different. Like, when you're there with the full band, you're going to get a different experience. But the cool thing about both is that, like, with my solo shows, I get to express a side of me and express, a different styles of music that I don't really do in the band. And with the solo shows, I do a looper, and so it kind of sounds like a full band every once in a while, and it's still.
But that doesn't mean you're lip syncing, right?
Yeah, right.
All right, we're going to take a break. Bobby Thompson is our guest. Bobby Thompson and the Chosen Few, Beaver County band, but known all over the tri-state area, working on a new EP, and we're going to be talking about that as well on the Best of Beaver County.
Falling in love is one thing. Having
The best here with us today, Bobby Thompson from Bobby Thompson and the Chosen Few. They're a recording act. Bobby is from Hopewell. His band is all from Beaver County, but they travel all around the area. And you want to play a little something for us? Because when I invited you to come on, you probably said, well, he's going to want me to play something. What should I play?
Sure.
What did you think about?
Here's one I like to do. It's Folsom Prison Blues, but it's not like
Not the Cash.
No, it's not the Johnny Cash version. It's kind of my own version. Yeah, China coming, swirling around the bend. I ain't seen the sunshine since I don't know when. Well, I'm stuck in Folsom Prison. Time keeps dragging on. Train keeps on rolling down the San Tone. When I was just a baby, my mama told me, son, always be a good boy, don't you ever play with gun. Well, I shot him, make me know, just to watch him die. Hear that whistle blowing, hang my head and cry.
Outstanding. Outstanding.
Thank you.
That's Bobby Thompson. When did you develop the voice? It sounds bluesy to me. Am I on the right track with that?
Yeah, so, I never had any training. I just kind of went for it and mimicked my favorite vocalists. But when I was 18, it was kind of a necessity to be able to sing, and I just kind of went for it.
Yeah.
It's grown over the years, thank God, and, my range has expanded a little bit.
You listen to Muddy Waters and those guys?
Oh, yeah.
The old blues performers?
Yeah.
Pick up anything from them?
Yeah, I like to listen to, not that I can sing like them, but the old gospel singers, like Etta James and all that.
Yeah.
Every once in a while I'll be able to pick up something that I can use.
Mm-hmm. Is it something, you do some writing, but you also play other artists, well-known songs.
Yeah.
Do you enjoy the writing aspect of it?
I do. I love it. That's kind of the biggest representation of me is my own songs, and it's really cool to start with a small idea, whether it's just a riff or a lyric idea, and create it and mold it into something that becomes a song. And the guys in the band really have a lot to do with that. And like, I'll come with a lyric or a riff, and it might just be something super simple, or
They'll add a line.
Yeah, they'll add a line, or they'll be
it.
like, oh, this would be cool here, this would be cool here.
Yeah.
And so the collaboration is really what makes it special and what makes it good.
So it could be Robbie Robertson in the band, and Levon, the drummer, he's going to get ticked off at you because you're taking all the credit and they're writing all the music.
Exactly.
Yeah, but that's somewhere down the road. But you're recording a new EP.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about that.
So we decided to do it all in house. I have a little room in my house, and over the years I've gathered equipment and some knowledge of how to do it, and so I was like, we could probably do that ourselves. It's been a big trial and error, trying to figure things out. And once I figure something out, it's like, now I have it in my tool bag.
Yeah.
But it's been fun. The guys all came over on Monday, and we added some new parts and added some vocals and talked about, maybe we can change this here, maybe we can change this here. And when I don't know how to do something, I'll just go on YouTube, and then I'll know how to do it for next time.
A lot of people watching this on YouTube and Facebook or listening to it don't understand how you put together a track. You say, oh, they'll come over and they'll record some vocals for it, or he'll come in and he'll do a bass line for it, and you put it all together.
Yeah, so, we record the scratch tracks first, and then that's for our drummer, and then he lays down the drums that we're going to use for the song, and then Rob will come back with the bass, and then he'll put his bass part down that we want to use for the song, and then I'll throw guitars on, and Jared will throw his guitars on, and then the vocals. So it's cool. It's kind of like a piece by piece type thing. Yeah. Every once in a while, depending on the feel you want to get out of the song, you can record it all live together. But being able to go back and say, oh, we can fix this here, we can make this different.
Yeah.
It's cool to be able to do.
Where do you record? I mean, you said in your house. Do you have a soundproof room? Bedroom, or what is it?
So it was a dining room that became my music room, and
family just eats in front of the TV. They don't
I guess. But yeah, so it's not the most glamorous thing, but it gets the job done, and it's cool.
And so you self-produce this and release it?
Yeah.
Kind of thing?
Like I said, it's a big learning experience, and it's been fun. But the goal is to do it all in-house with the guys, and I'll send a version of a mixed track to them, be like, hey, what do you think of this? Be like, right here, maybe we can change that a little bit, turn it down, turn it up, and it's been fun.
This is your full-time job then?
Yeah. So different than a normal job when you
that's what we all seek.
When you put in all the hours, you don't really get paid a paycheck for it. So you hope it and pray that it pans out. But just the experience and the skills that I'm learning, it's worth it.
The recording industry, as it is today, I used to religiously watch the Grammys. I don't watch it anymore. But the music industry has changed. Not only that, recording and getting an agent and all those sort of things. Some come with pitfalls to it. How aware are you of all that stuff?
What I've found is that if you want to be an independent artist or just an artist in general in today's day and age, you don't just play the music. You have to be or learn how to be a photographer, a videographer, a recording engineer, a sound guy, a promoter, an agent, because like I'm the one me and my girlfriend are the ones that are reaching out to venues, and she helps a lot with that. She helps a lot with the social media, but we're the ones that are reaching out to the venues and talking contracts and different deals like that. While on top of that, I'm recording the album. I'm making posts and all that different stuff.
You don't get much sleep then, right?
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of hats that you have to wear.
Yeah. You have a great looking website.
Thank you. Yeah.
And you can find it. What is the?
It's btandthechosenfew.com.
Okay.
Yep.
And there's music on there as well. You afraid of anybody lifting your music when you set it out there?
Nah, because you go through the whole copyright.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think on our sister station, the Beaver, we're playing one of your songs.
Yeah,
Hurricane. At least one of your songs, right?
Hurricane, yeah. And that was a song that we recorded at Music Garden Studios in New Brighton, and it used to be the old Jerry's.
Yeah. A lot of bands from around the area performed.
Oh, there's a lot of history there. And Al Torrance, he's an amazing producer, and he's an amazing guy. But it was a fun experience.
Okay. And where do you hope this leads you?
I hope I can just continue to make a living off of music and travel. I want to be able to travel. My girlfriend and I, we love to travel, and so to be able to travel and make a good living and just do what I love to do.
Mm-hmm. So I see, and for people that want to know about your schedule, you can go on their website, of course. But this Saturday you're playing at Yawk River Brewing.
Yeah, that's
in Connellsville.
Yeah, Connellsville. So
okay.
that's
go ahead.
That's a cool spot. all over the place.
Yeah.
But
Mineral Wells, West Virginia, Collier's, West Virginia, Columbiana, the Tap Room in Imperial, all over.
yeah, we have. We're gonna have some more dates added to the calendar as well. So keep a lookout for that.
All right, very good. And so people can sample the music. When is the EP? When are you expecting that to put that out?
So our first single, Dr. Save, the goal is to get it out by February 28th, and then the EP has a projected date of March 28th. So,
Okay.
so
All
a
right,
month
so
after
soon.
the first EP.
Look forward to that release, and you'll probably have a release date and place that you'll be playing to bring it out.
Yeah, that's the goal. Once the EP's down and ready to go. we'll
Can you play us a little bit of the song that you're going to put out on the 28th?
Sure, yeah. I left my baby just the other day. There's not much there left to say. You had your reason, I had mine. We both knew it was a matter of time.
Wow, that was great.
Hey,
That was
yeah.
great. I hear a little John Mayer there.
Oh, yeah.
Was there? Yeah. I'm just guessing on these things, but I'm sitting back here and enjoying them. Wish we could see the whole concert. Someday we will
Hey.
be able to get out and watch you.
That'll be good to see
Great.
you guys there.
And find out more information at the website BT and Chosen Few.
Yep.
All right, and listen to the music, find out where they're going to be performing, and see pictures of the band. He is from Hopewell, Bobby Thompson and the Chosen Few, or Bobby Thompson as a solo act. Get out and see him if you like good music. Bobby, thank you for being here.
Thank you so
Pleasure
much, Mike.
to meet
It's
you
been fun. Yeah.
and listen to you. Bobby Thompson is our guest on the Best of Beaver County. I'm Mike Romai. We hope to be with you next week. I won't sing, but we'll be sure to bring you some fascinating people from Beaver County. Thank you for watching, and thank you for listening to the Best of Beaver County.
Thank you for listening to the